Hi, I'm Neil McDonald and I'm a big AC/DC collector. I started collecting AC/DC memorabilia in 1976, and that was after I saw the band on television, a black and white television at that time, performing for the first time in the UK. Amongst the collection I have a large selection of concert posters, film posters, and then other pieces of memorabilia such as shop display, cardboard shop display things, promotional items from the record company. This here is it looks like a 7-inch single, but it's actually an invitation. It was made in Australia by the record company Albert Productions, and it's a special label which is on it, which is an RSVP label, and it was sent out to people to attend AC/DC getting their first gold record award in Melbourne in 1976. My prized possession amongst the collection has got to be the Christmas card I received from Bon Scott, and that was Christmas 1978, and it arrived shortly after Christmas, and the envelope was handwritten by Bon with the Albert Studios address on the back, and I was absolutely over the moon when I received it, and I've never shown that. So when I started collecting in 1976, there was no such thing as the internet, so email, what you had to do was write away, and the mail services in those days took a bit longer. So to Australia, for example, it could probably take up to a fortnight to get a letter there. If I was putting an advert in a magazine, a music magazine such as Duke in Australia, then you'd have to wait for it being published, and then you'd have to wait for the responses. So you could be months before you even get a response. But however, I did get the very early AC/DC singles and LPs that way, and this all took time, but it was tremendous to receive the items from Australia, and they are still prized possessions as well as the correspondence I received from a contact. Specific to Bon Scott in my collection, I have a British phonographic industry 7-inch single silver award, which was presented to him in 1979 for sales of the single Highway to Hell. Well, this is the Highway to Hell British Phonographic Industry official record award for sales in the UK of Highway to Hell, which I managed to obtain for my collection a number of years ago. During the 1980s and 90s in particular, when record companies were awash with money, they used to promote an album which was being released by manufacturing or making up various promotional items. This is one such item, which is a rare AC/DC one. It was manufactured in Germany but issued in the UK as a promotion for the album Fly in the Wall. It's particularly rare, as you can imagine. It is actually a fly spray, and it has quite amusing instructions on the back of the can. I've been exhibiting at Gateway to the Glens Museum since 2005, and every year I put a different exhibition on, so that collectors and fans alike, and even members of the public who have no interest in AC/DC, can come in to the museum and see something different. I like to vary the collection, vary the exhibits that are there. So every year we've got some new items, and this year I have one of Angus Young's original caps from 1976, which was used on the Lock Up Your Daughters tour. Bonfest is on the 28th, 29th and 30th of April this year, and I will be available at the museum to talk to you about pieces of memorabilia that are being exhibited, and I hope you'll come along.